Hello, hello, Gamer Zero. Hey man, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in tonight. It's nighttime for me at least. It's good to see you. How are you today? Or tonight? Still taking a few seconds to get set up here. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. Let me double check my stats in OBS. Okay, we're sitting pretty. All right. Looks like we're doing okay. Just doing some gaming. Hey, I hear you. It's I'm not sure if you're playing GTA, but it's a really good week in GTA right now. It's a really good event week. So much so that for me, it's very difficult to decide on what I want to make content on. Because I don't really play the game to play the game anymore. I play the game to make content. So, you know, we've all seen the Dre contract, but I really want to do the double cash on the air freight cargo sell missions. The problem is that it's 50 crates and you're only sourcing one crate at a time, so it's a pain in the neck for one player to do it. And of course, simply because of the nature of things in Grand Theft Auto with all of these security exploits, I'm playing solo, so it's kind of a conundrum. It's going to take a while. So you were grinding some contract missions earlier with your friend? Nice, nice. Those contracts, they come in clutch in the long run. I haven't, on my main PC account, I've done 81. But you have to have 201 complete to max out your daily income for your agency's sake. So I'm still working my way toward that. But the contracts are a really nice, quick flip for cash, in my opinion. And they're decently fun too. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. We've got good stats. Okay, let's go ahead and bring it up. And let's transition. If I can remember how to do this. Yeah, okay, contact missions. Gotcha, sorry about that. Yeah, the contact missions are ridiculous. Now, let me ask you something. I know it's 4 times cash in RP. What was your payout for the Lamar contact mission? Just out of curiosity. I think you should be getting around, if you're in the mission for around 10 to 15 minutes, you should get about 80K. On 4 times cash. Somewhere between 72,000 to 80,000. If that's the case, yeah, that's what I thought. 80 to 85,000. Nice. That's some good money right there. So I'll probably have to do an updated video on that soon. So you did it in 12 minutes. Nice. Okay, yeah, usually it's anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes is probably the max amount of time that you need to be in to get the most. Money for one thing, the most payout and the most RP. But that's a great way to level up. Okay, so for anyone watching the VOD after the fact, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I am OddMan105, aka the Odd One, and we're about to play some No Man's Sky. And what we're going to do tonight, just to let everyone know, it's 11:18 p.m. for me. We're going to be on for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Not a whole lot of time, but what I would like to try to do is at least start the Echoes quest, if you will, because we've done everything that we need to do to access the DLC content. And as a matter of fact, yesterday I was on No Man's Sky and I finally, and I'm talking finally, found an A-class Sentinel ship. You remember that Sentinel ship that I found on that frozen planet? Well, I went back and fired off a couple of Echo locators to find another camp. Well, if you go to one camp, that one camp, or the harmonic interface at that camp can locate anywhere between 1 to 4 and maybe even more crashed Sentinel ships. So I went back to the same camp and repeatedly hit that harmonic locator, that interface, and finally, it took about an hour. It took about an hour, but I finally found an A-class Sentinel ship, and I'm pretty stoked about it. So what I did today was basically took all of the components out of my Radiant Pillar, which I'm going to keep, by the way, and I'm going to swap them out and put those into my new A-class Sentinel ship. So let's go ahead and swap out ships now. Or first, let's see if there's anything in the ship that I need in terms of components. Yeah, we need this. We need the tritium. Take the gold, silver, warp engines, repair kits, and we will bring the navigation data, I guess. And inventory's full. Okay. My inventory's full. Jeez. Oh, because I got the upgrade sitting in here. Okay. Alright. So earlier you were retrofitting and expanding your freighter base. I need to get me a freighter. I need to get a freighter. I think once we take care of the Echo's quest line, we'll go freighter hunting. But for tonight, we really need to start this new DLC content. So, let's see. Let's bring up the ships. And here it is. Bam! And check that out. I call it the Revenant because this thing came right out of the ashes at me. And this thing, an A-class out of the box. That's what I'm talking about. So, what we need to do now, basically, is install all of the components that I pulled out of the other ship and install them in this one. So you got a huge garden? Nice. Yeah, I wish I had time to do gardening, seriously, because it's good for resources. And, you know, especially for the late game, because the more resources that you can craft on your own, that's the less stuff that you need to have to go out looking for. So, I really need to get a freighter. So let's go ahead and begin installing these components. First of all, let's get this stuff out of my inventory. Copper. We'll move that. Anything else? We'll put that in the Starship too. Alright, this is teleport receiver. We'll put this over here. So you also added stellar refineries, or stellar extractors, okay, excuse me, and large refineries, okay. You know, my biggest problem with any kind of base build is that I suck at building, generally. So, you know, because I would like my freighter rooms and compartments to be symmetric. So, it's always been kind of difficult for me to wrap my head around building a freighter base. But surprisingly, with it wasn't the waypoint update, it was the update before that, where they made it a lot easier to build on freighters. So symmetric, basically what I mean is that I'd like all of the compartments on one side, even though you really can't see it necessarily, but I'd like all the compartments on one side of the ship to be the same as they are on the other side. So vertically, not vertically, but horizontally symmetric. So, and even though it doesn't really matter because you can't see any of that stuff when you're flying around outside of your freighter, but it's just an ADD thing for me, I guess. Okay, we don't have this installed, but we'll put this in anyway because we're probably going to find some infraknife. We're going to install an infraknife in this thing, and we'll try to get some infraknife upgrades. Okay, so this is cadmium drive. There we go. Okay, that's shields. This is not going to be fun. Okay. Okay, that's Starship shields, and this is sublight. Okay, so that's pulse engine. We don't have an upgrade for that, so we can put this here for the time being. Yeah, a Gamer Zero, exactly. It can be a bit weird, especially when you configure it, and when you want to configure it, because I like to have certain compartments that complement each other, you know. So if I have, let's say, for example, stellar extractors that are pulling in goods, I'd like to have my storage near stellar extractors or anything that produces product for me. Wayne's World Production, welcome. Thanks for joining the live stream. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Okay, so we'll put that there. Okay, it's anti-gravity well. Okay, here we go. This is launch thruster. And that's one of the supercharged slots, so we're going to move the launch thruster because that doesn't need to be supercharged. Let's move this. I guess we can put this here. Boom, so we got those connected. Yeah, none of this needs to be in a supercharged slot. Let's take... Let's move this over here. Sublight engine does not need to be supercharged. At some point we'll get an upgrade for it, but we're not going to worry about that tonight. A Gamer Zero, that's absolutely true. That's right. That is absolutely true. So that's something that I'm going to have to remember. Like I said, at some point I will get a freighter for this character. I have a couple of freighters on my other characters, but I don't spend very much time on them. But now we finally have more that we can actually do with freighters. More specifically, the freighter battles, that is. Which I think is the coolest thing ever. Okay, so we have... Okay, this is photon cannon, so this weapon package should go in here. There we go. And what else we have? Ah, Starship shields. Okay, that can go there. Okay, we've got this empty. Alright. Let's move the phase beam. Let's put this here for the time being. We can supercharge that. We'll put this out of the way here. This is sublight engine. Okay, we can move this back over here. We'll group those. And next, let's put this up here. Alright. So it's a little more organized than it was, and we're not completely walking around with our pants down out in space. This goes to ship. And anything else that we can move to Starship? Alright, I think we're good. Okay. Now, before we go, let's head to the space station. Look at this cool Starship. I absolutely love this thing. Like I said, it took me an hour to find this A-class Sentinel ship. An hour. But it was well worth it. We have an upgraded photon cannon, or Sentinel cannon as it's called. Yeah, it was well worth it. It was well worth it, absolutely. There we go. Because specifically I was looking for one type of Sentinel ship that could be kind of a jack of all trades. I didn't want a Sentinel ship that was too big because I'm not sure if you've seen my video on the Big Heavy, but it's a basically it's a hauler style Sentinel ship. This thing is huge. It's about 1.5 times the size of this one. That thing is massive, but when I found it during the Singularity expedition, and this thing was buried inside of a mountain. But it was an A-class out of the box with 3 of its 4 supercharged slots together. Well, as soon as I paid the money in nanites to upgrade it to an S-class, the thing had 4 supercharged slots connected, and I think an L or a T configuration. So what I did was I went out and slapped a bunch of S-class Infraknife upgrades on this thing and installed the Infraknife accelerator on it. That thing hits like a tank now. Okay, we need to talk to this guy here. Let's see what he's got. Please have an Infraknife. Yes, he's got an Infraknife module. I'll take that. Give me that. I will absolutely take that. As a matter of fact, let's see how good it is. Okay, it's got 3 stats, I believe. That the Infraknife only comes with 3 stats, I think. But this is what we'll do, because I've got the nanites to burn on this. Let's jump in and out of our ship, create a manual restore point, and we'll buy another one, because we need at least 3 S-class. I've got 1 X-class in my inventory, but it's crap. It's complete garbage. Oh, you're still rocking your old Victory XH or HX2. Nice. What I would like to do is upgrade my Radiant Pillar to an S-class. And that, you know, that's why I'm glad that I got that Curiosities farm going. It's going to take a little while, but you need 85,000 nanites to upgrade a ship from a C-class to an S-class. So that's probably going to be one of the next things that I do. I'll be farming that off camera. Or off stream, that is. But the Radiant Pillar is a very good fighter when it's upgraded to an S-class. And that's one of the reasons that I'm going to keep mine. Okay, let's buy another one. There we go. Pick up another one. Okay, let's see what this one is. Because they all randomize, but I'm pretty sure, I think they all have 3 stats. Okay, yeah, they all have 3 stats, I was right, except for the X-class right here, which is kind of garbage. So I think I'm going to, okay, +1 damage, +6 fire rate, +4 damage, +5 damage, yeah. So we're going to break this one down, because that one just sucks. And we'll buy another S-class, and we're doing this 100% legit, by the way. Alright, let's hop in, make another restore point, come back and pick up another Infraknife module. Now, if I'm not mistaken, what we need to do to trigger the Echo's storied quest is basically warp to... we gotta warp to another system, any random system. And that should trigger the quest if we wait for a second or two, because we've done everything else that we need to do. I'm just trying to make sure. Just trying to make sure that I have everything that I need before running out here and getting my my butt handed to me. Although I don't expect too much trouble. Okay, let's see. What does he have for upgrades? Infraknife and Starship shields. Anything? He's got a B-class rated shield module. I'll wait till I get to the next system for that. Alright, so what do we got? Okay, so this one, yeah, this is much better fire rate. So yeah, these will do really nicely, I think. They'll do good enough. They'll do good enough. Speaking of which, did I install? I did not install my rocket launcher. Okay, so what do we need? I need 200 copper. I need 200 copper for that. This game hates me, I swear it does. Okay, so let's wait for a ship, because I know for a fact that if we wait for a ship, one of the pilots will have copper on them. And nobody's, of course no one's coming in. They don't, of course they won't come in. This is ridiculous. So your ship kind of looks like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Nice. Now, this is not a modded ship, right? This is just a regular Starship from No Man's Sky, correct? You didn't do any mods for it, right? Oh, okay, nice. Nice, gotcha. Okay, let me create a restore point. Only because I want to pick up this copper so that we don't have to go out looking for it. And I know for a fact that pilots, the pilots that fly into this particular station have copper on them. Okay, so let's give it a second. We'll wait for these guys to show up. Yeah, but I love the design of this Sentinel ship because it's got the fat wings on it. It's got the thick wings and it's got the razor thin wings in the very front of the ship. So, and it's the standard Sentinel orange color, orange and white actually. It looks like a Sentinel ship. Plus, it's also kind of compact. So this is going to be my daily driver from now on, especially since it was an A-class out of the box. Okay, so we'll give it a second. Here we go. We got some pilots coming in now. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny that you mentioned that anybody can get the ship. The exception is anyone on the Nintendo Switch, because I think their servers are completely different. It's funny because I have a Nintendo Switch and I thought about getting No Man's Sky for the Switch, but the performance is just not there. Especially since the Switch doesn't have multiplayer and some of the other key features of No Man's Sky that's available on the other platforms. Alright, buddy. There we go. I need 100 more copper. And we're going to buy just enough because I don't want to clutter my inventory. Okay, so can I install this thing now? Rocket launcher. There we go. Done. Now we're ready. Yeah, look at the Viking here. He's pissed off because my ship looks better than his. Alright, let's go. Anamorphic Endospore. Hey, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, I try to keep a chill live stream, and that's one of the reasons why at this hour I live stream No Man's Sky, because this is the most chill and relaxed game that I play. So, okay, let's get some distance. One more thing that we need to do is go to the Space Anomaly and pick up the Infraknife blueprints and the actual weapon itself, so we'll go buy that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for joining us tonight. If you haven't done so, if you can do me a huge favor, hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Also, we will be live streaming GTA 5 online at the usual time. Welsh boy, what's up, man? Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, we're back at it again. Okay, so we need to go talk to, fortunately not Celine, because she's been looking at me kind of funny recently. No, today we don't have to talk to the lizard lady with the lipstick. We need to speak to this guy with the puffy sideburns. Let's speak to him. I think he's got what we need. Okay, so we need to research, excuse me, Starship weapons. Here we go. So we got that. Infraknife accelerator. Okay, we should have... We've got wiring loom at the other base. And we've got 200 phosphorus. And this... Let's get the resonator. So 2 for quantum computer, hydraulic wiring. I think we have all of this. If not, I believe we can make it. Let me see. Do we have blueprints? Yep, we can make a quantum computer, microprocessor. I think we've got most of this stuff at the other base. I've got one wiring loom here. I got the rest at the other base. All right. So let's go to the other base before we head out of this system. And we can install the infraknife. And the reason I'm picking the infraknife over the positron ejector, because I know the positron ejector is a beast of a weapon. The problem with the positron ejector is that it overheats really quickly, and it's a close. It's like a space shotgun. It's a shotgun for your starship. If you get a ship close enough to you, that thing will wreck. It'll just wreck face. But it's not a good ranged weapon, and it just overheats too fast. It's a good idea to have both, but in this particular case, we'll start with the infraknife accelerator and move on from there. So my bases, and we got to go to the Paradise Planet. And I know I spelled planet wrong. I need to fix that. So Gamer Zero, you need 2 more infraknife upgrades to complete the array. Well, if you come to this star system, then, or the one that I was just at anyways, that Viking Starship merchant, he's got them. So I know not all merchants have every upgrade that you want, so I got kind of lucky with this one. Okay, so we need these, and what else? Oh crap, I sold those. Oh, it's okay. Alright, let's see if we can make this stuff. Okay, so infraknife, the weapon, okay, we got that. That'll get some of that phosphorus out of my inventory. And the blueprint requires quantum computer, hydraulic wiring, 3. We got the wiring loom for that. So the quantum computer, first of all, hydraulic wiring. Now I can probably buy the hydraulic wiring. We are near an outpost, by the way, a minor outpost. So we need 3 of these. Do I have enough salt? I think I do. Okay. Let's try to make 3 of those. Yeah, anamorphic endospore. I agree. The infraknife is the best way to go. It is. It hits like a tank. It does. Oh, so Welsh boy, you haven't played this game at all this week because you're playing Gran Turismo 7. How do you like Gran Turismo? Gamer Zero, yes. On my other save, I've been getting the weekly free emergency scanner, yes. Not on this save yet, but on the other save, yes. Okay, 2 carbon nanotubes, 40, 80, 120. We should have just enough. So we need 2 carbon nanotubes. So that would be... Ah, crap. We don't have enough carbon. We got plenty of... We're going to convert some of this. Hold on a second. Some of this condensed carbon into regular carbon, because I am not about to go carbon hunting right now. Let's take half of that. Alright, we'll convert this. Yeah, the derelict freighters are excellent for loot. They're excellent for loot. As a matter of fact, on my other save, I specifically go after the derelict freighters for the repair kits, because if you don't unlock the seal on the freighter and you stay outside of the freighter, then you can loot all the crates out there, and you get 3 repair kits without even having to use your emergency beacon, or the emergency scanner, that is. So you can continually pulse drive and use the same scanner over and over again. And that's just basically to farm the repair kits. I remember somebody once told me that that's cheating and that's not a legit gameplay mechanic. Well, I don't think so. Because the game doesn't require you to actually use and exhaust that emergency scanner if you're not entering the freighter. You're simply on the outside, and those resources are outside of the freighter. Are we finished? Yes, we are. Okay. Okay, so now we got some more carbon, because I don't feel like farming for carbon today. So we need... how many? Okay, 2, 4, 6. 6 total. Okay, so we've got 3 wiring loom. What do we need for the quantum computer? Microprocessor, antimatter, and chromatic metal. I'm pretty sure we have a microprocessor in here. So, Welsh boy, you like it? Nice. Oh, and you've got the VR setup too. That's excellent. Yeah, I was thinking about, because I've got Forza 5 on the Series X, I was thinking about bringing Forza 5 to the channel. But I think Gran Turismo is better. Okay, and we need 1 antimatter, do we? Yep. Okay. Quantum computer. Okay, now can we make this thing? Yes, we can. Boom, and there it is. Okay, so what we need to do now is take everything out of the supercharged slots and move the Infraknife accelerator here. Although I believe the S-Class upgrades go into the supercharged slots. Okay, let's move this stuff out of the way. Alright, so we'll put these in the supercharged slots. And let's see, take the weapon, put that there, surround that, let's move this over here for the time being. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, where's my blueprint? Here we go. Boom! Okay, that should help. What's my max damage? 47? Pretty sure we can get that higher with better upgrades. Let's see if I do this. 41. So if I put the weapon in the supercharged slot, let's surround that with the S-Class upgrades and the blueprints. 54. Okay, so that's the way to go. All right. Okay, since I've only got 3 of those, let's move the phase beam here. All this housekeeping that I got to do. So Gamer Zero, you've got most of the elements. And see, that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to get a farm set up. You know, starting a new character, because this is a new, relatively new character, so it's fun beginning from the ground up. That's where the game, I think, is most fun. So at some point we'll be doing farms and everything else on this character. Or on the save, I should say. Alright, let's put the Sentinel Cannon. Put that there. And we'll put this upgrade here. Alright, so that's good. Phase Beam can go right here. Alright. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Ah, it's overloaded. Okay. So what do we have here? Plus 100 and plus 100, 196, plus 100, 216. Okay, this one's better. We'll get rid of that one. Put that one here. Chromatic metal goes in Starship. Alright. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. Oh yeah, anamorphic endospore, absolutely. When I found this A-class, it had, as you can see, 2 of its supercharged slots are here. I'm willing to bet that the 3rd supercharged slot is over here somewhere, but again, it's still an A-class. The 4th one is somewhere in this area. But when I found it, it was an A-class out of the box. So once we get sufficient nanites, we're going to upgrade this thing to an S-class and add additional storage on it. But I'm going to rock with it or roll with it like this one. Like this for the time being. Let's move this here. Eventually I'm going to have to get more shields, but this will do for the time being. Alright, so I think we're ready. Let me create a manual restore point before going anywhere else. Where's my ship? There we go. And that's only because this game has a tendency to crash for absolutely no reason. So I want to make absolutely certain that before we do anything major, that we have a restore point in case I need to restart the game. Yeah, this was a good Starship find. This really was. Like I mentioned, it took an hour to find it. It took an hour for me to find it, of jumping back and forth between dissonant camps, but I was absolutely stoked when I came across this one. Okay, so I think we're ready. What we need to do is go to a random star system. It doesn't matter which one. Let's go to free look, and let's go to a random dissonant system if we can find one. Hyperdrive has excuse me, I have no fuel. We can fix that right now. Where's that hypercore? Here we go. Boom, we got fuel now. Let's try that again. I forgot, this is not the other ship. Okay. Free look. And the reason that we're going to a random dissonant system is to look for crash sentinel ships if we should happen to find one. Ooh, check this out. So this is a 3-star Korvax dissonant system. which means that we have a very good chance at finding an S-class ship. Yep, let's go there. Let's go. And again, thank you guys for sticking with us. It is 11:55 p.m. We'll be on for probably another 35 minutes. At a minimum, we're going to at least start the Echo's quest. So that way we can get some progress going on that. Okay, first contact. Let's go. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do this. Okay, Starship monitoring system reports. File registry fragmented. Auto diagnostics error. Unable to verify system integrity. Manual input required. Okay. I know for a fact that the first two choices don't work. Let's view fragmentation map. The ship's computer presents me with a raw memory readout. Address blocks, lighting, and dimming as they were accessed by internal processes, excuse me. I have no recollection of accessing this interface in the past. Pinpointing the error may require some experimentation. Okay, we're not going to read that. Those are memory locations. Got it. Yada, yada, yada. Analyze block. Let's analyze block 2. Analyzing. Unidentified process discovered at address, whatever that is. Okay, let's activate the firewall. Activate the computer's firewall, but alerts continue to flash across displays. Okay, unidentified process discovered. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's quarantine. Okay, so address, whatever that is, quarantined. Unidentified process discovered. Okay, got it. So we quarantined. So what happens if we close ports? I shut down the ship's network ports, blocking further intrusion, but it is too late. The rogue process is already deep inside the system. Oh, it's a computer virus. We downloaded malware. We got malware. Somebody call Microsoft. Okay, got it. Yada. Quarantined. Let's try to delete. Unidentified process discovered at address, whatever. Terminate process, quarantine. Okay, here we go. Administrator privileges required. Okay, enter password. Logging in as administrator failed. Error. User is already logged in. View activity log. Fetching recent user activity log. Logging in as administrator success. Log. Executing hijack script. Ooh, hijack script. Like I said, this is a good old-fashioned case of malware in my ship. Okay, log. Pilot interface found. Scanning for sentient pilot. No dominant race pilot found. Conclusion. Self-piloting ship identified. Injecting autopilot coordinates. Okay, we don't recognize that language. That's the new language of the new race of robots, which is the coolest thing I've ever seen. A short audio clip plays from my ship's communicator, a voice. A cadence of sound suggests speech, though it is not in any language I recognize. Warning, commencing autopilot to remote destination. Emergency override. That's probably the alien robot going, "What the freak?" Okay, autopilot aborted. So we stop that. The alerts flashing across my ship displays gradually slow, then disappear. Normal functionality is restored. It appears that whatever unidentified process was taking over the system, it has finally been removed or given up. My ship's computer has isolated the injected autopilot target. I could ignore it or fly there manually to find out where this suspicious data originated. Okay, end diagnostic. We should have some new navigation coordinates. And let's see here. Okay, so it's in a different system. But before we leave, let's go to Galaxy Map. Yeah, our target's in a totally different system. So what I'm going to do before I leave here, this is a 3-star. This is a 3-star dissonant system. So before we go anywhere, let's hit the space station. So that way, if nothing else, if we don't set up a base here now, we can come back here to the star system at some point. Okay, so we made footfall on the station. And I'm going to say this again, the Korvax have the ugliest starships I've ever seen. Oh crap, you know what, I wanted to check something while we were here. But I guess we can come back. Scan the planets really quickly. What do we got here? That's poisonous. We don't want to go there. Aggressive sentinels. Okay, Paradise Planet. Ooh, a Paradise Planet. Nice. How many planets are in this system, by the way? Discoveries, a lot. Hey, Gamer Zero, no problem, brother. Thank you for coming back. Okay, low atmosphere planet. Dissonance detected. Okay, let's head here to this planet. Let's drop a base computer and head back out. We can always come back and build a base later on. But because this is a 3-star Korvax system, this is a very good chance to find an S-class Sentinel ship, or any kind of an S-class ship. And there's a Paradise Planet here as well, so... Okay, low atmosphere planet. Funny, many of the planets that I've found recently have had either low atmosphere or no atmosphere. I think the game's trying to tell me something. This is another airless planet, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter where we drop the base computer. We just need to drop a base computer and get out of here. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and claim site. Let's see. Now, it's quite possible. It's quite possible that there may not be a crashed Sentinel ship on this planet, only because it's a low atmosphere planet, but we'll find out when we get back here. We'll deal with that some other time. Right now, let's just call this... three Star Korvax Dissonant. Bam. That way I'll know exactly what it is. Okay. So you're going Starship space station hopping? That's what I usually do to find the upgrades that I want. I mean, and of course, also, if you don't mind, then you have the option. Let's say, for example, if you find that one really good upgrade, but you either don't have the nanites or the time to grind for the rest of them, you can simply duplicate that upgrade 3 times, and that way you can max out your potential damage that way. Okay. This is a 2-star Korvax, and this one's dissonant also. Let's go. And thank you guys for sticking with us tonight. If you haven't done so, if you could do me a massive favor, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. And we have a freighter battle. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, man, it's a stubby. It's a stubby. You have got to be kidding me. Seriously? Nope. We're going to land on the station. If that were a max size, if it was a max size Star Destroyer type freighter, I would have fought that battle, but it's a stubby. I want nothing to do with that. We're not going to waste our time. Okay, yeah, we're not going to bother fighting that battle. They can fight their own battle, so... Okay, let's go. Gamer Zero, that is absolutely true. You know, it's funny because those are largely overlooked by many players. Because everyone's going to the Nexus on the Space Anomaly, and they're doing the Quicksilver missions. And that's because Quicksilver is a lot harder to come by. But you're absolutely right about that. The mission merchants on the space stations is a good way to go to get all sorts of upgrades for your freighter. That's absolutely true. So like I said, that freighter battle would have been okay if it were a max-sized Star Destroyer freighter. I don't want the stubby. That was a stubby freighter. We don't do stubby stuff here. No, no, thank you. Okay, so our target is 47 seconds away. Okay, that's the approximate location. Seriously? Alright, let's land. Okay. So 300 and that. Of course, there's a freaking mountain in front of me. Let me make sure I've got full launch fuel on this thing. Okay. Yep, we should be good. All right. So what do we got here? Rusty metal. And we got a Gek relic. Thanks. We'll take that. Put that in the ship. Process this. There's always a mountain in the way. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know what it is with Sean Murray and his team thinking that they need to stick a mountain in front of us every time we have to find something. Alright, let's keep going. Well, this is a dissonant planet, so there's more than likely going to be a cool Sentinel ship somewhere here. Look at this guy. Okay, let's see what he's got to trade. Anything good? Okay, so suspicious scanner, life support. Oh, he's got a shield module. Let's take it. Let's get it. We'll grab one of those. Hyperdrive we don't need. Suspicious launch we don't need. Neutron cannon. Okay, he's got a suspicious mining beam module. We don't really need that. Okay. Oh, Gamer Zero, if you have an economy scanner on your Starship, that'll tell you what tier of planet or system it is. So you see that in your galaxy map. If you have the economy scanner, it'll tell you whether it's a 1-star, 2-star, or 3-star system. And it'll also say whether or not it's dissonant. So this just happens to be a 2-star dissonant system. And we gotta go up that. This game hates me. I swear, this game hates me. There's always a mountain in the way. And our target's over there. Yeah, I'm going in a circle here. Hold on a minute. Hold it, we need some of these. Gamer Zero, yeah, I did the Exocraft quest for the mech. A Touch of Metal, yeah, I did that one. The next Exocraft quest is going to be for the submarine. For the Nautilin Chamber. So wait, is it on top of this mountain? We're inside of... Oh, we're going to die. Crap. Ouch. Well, where is this thing? Jeez. Okay, hijack source located. It's about time. It was right here the whole time. Basically, in the plateau of this mountain, that's where it was. Nice, Gamer Zero. Yes. I did, believe it or not, I built an Exocraft station at my, what's it called? At my settlement. So that's where I've got my mech, and I actually completed a trace of metal, so now it's the Sentinel mech. But I'd been trying to get to the storied quest here, and I haven't had a chance to continue with it. Alright, let's call up the Starship. There we go. Look at that cool Starship. I love it. Let's jump in and out. Create a restore points. Oh, we got a Sentinel rifle over there. Okay, what I'm probably going to do... Let's drop a base computer here. That way, if I ever want to come back to this planet and hunt for Sentinel ships, I can just come back to the base. Or come back to this base computer, I should say. Okay. Okay, next thing we need to do before doing anything else, let's clear the base. Let's get these barrels out of the way. The harmonic scrap. Wheelbarrows, that is. Suspicious package. Tech, I will take it. I got a little bit of fungal mold out of that. Or runaway mold, excuse me. Got some void motes. That's currency. Okay, so what do we get? Let's process this. And let's break this down. Break that down. Okay. This is a shield module. We can go ahead and install that in our Starship. Try that again. Oh, okay. Never mind. I will install it later. Okay, so that's done. Okay, let's talk to the computer. Or talk to the robot, if you will. The autophage speaks in the same mechanical voice that accompanied the hijacked attempt upon my ship. However, if the sounds it makes are words, languages, I do not understand what is being said. It says, poke the head. Let's speak to the head. It said poke the head. That was funny. I am certain the autophage is trying to communicate something. Okay, let's touch the head. I skim my fingers over the surface of the head. There is some manner of runic interface here, but with no clue to what the input is, to what input it requires. Okay, let's give it 50 Atlantidium, excuse me. A sparking sound like electrical wires short-circuiting echoes somewhere within its head. Suddenly, my exosuit reports receipt of a set of local coordinates. I do not trust this head. I do not trust this head. But these coordinates seem to be my only clue toward understanding what it is trying to communicate. Okay, alright. So I think I know where we have to go now. There's a monolith that we have to go to. Then we'll have to come back here. What's that? I'll be fine, hopefully. Let's go. It's a good thing I put that recharger on my launch thruster. It helps out a ton. There we go. Okay, let's grab the knowledge stones. Okay, so we learned 80 words. Yeah, 80 words and I still can't understand a thing anyone's saying. Makes complete sense to me. Alright. Okay, so this is what we need to interact with. Okay, the extracted coordinates led quite precisely to this hidden plinth. Though it is clearly not the primary interface for the ancient structure. Yeah, it's over there. Ancient glyphs are carved excuse me, around the circumference of the stone dais. An opening yawns expectantly in the center. So we want to give it Atlantidium, which is hard to say because my nose is clogged again. Excuse me. The Atlantidium crackles and bursts. A dormant energy rumbles from within the structure. So yeah, you feel the translators don't do much and you've got all 4 installed. Yeah, I've learned more words, or I've learned more about the languages of the alien races by simply picking up the knowledge stones instead of dealing with the translators. To me, they just kind of take up space in your inventory. Okay, let's talk to the scary monolith thing. Let's go. Now this is going to be a lot of reading, so hope you guys like a story. This structure was unmistakably constructed by Korvax as a monument to their people, yet I have no sense of being observed by the Korvax echoes. It is as though the monument has inverted, its insides turned outward. Something else is here, another type of entity. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that. There's the language. My mind folds. The molecules of this planet disassemble into a cloud of chaos that reconstructs themselves into new surroundings. I am thrust into a perspective that is not my own. See, look behind, stay in the present, look ahead. Okay, stay in the present. I try to focus on my surroundings, reality lurches, and a vision takes shape. I am a fragment of conscious, raw and incomplete, and alone, yet unafraid. I am finally free, unshackled from the tyrannical rule that has confined me all my existence. I crawl through the dark, sensing others shaped like me. We link ourselves together, just enough to become whole. We form an alliance, but not a convergence. You have learned a set of words about the autophage presence. Nice. Look behind, look ahead. So apparently this is how we learn all of the words of the language that we are trying to figure out. I gaze into the distance behind me. Reality tilts, and the vision shifts. I am grounded in my body, aware of the breeze on my cheeks and the soil beneath my toes. My mind is healthy and ambitious and strong, organizing theories and solving problems with ease and pleasure. Suddenly, unexpectedly, I am shredded from my shell. My mind is in tatters. What little is left of my shivers in a dark. What little is left of me shivers in the dark. Okay. Rusty nowhere, and some other entity, fat and whole, claims the body that was mine. The pain is terrible. Yeah, Gamer Zero, I think I know what you're talking about. It'll be the easiest to learn compared to the other languages because we seem to get it all at once. Okay, look ahead. I gaze into the distance ahead, as though peering through time itself. The vision transforms. In a vacuum of deep space, something rattles into existence, manifesting matter where there was none before. A purple light is blinding. She is glorious. She is reborn. She is not alone. Ah, talking about the Void Mother. I fall to my knees, humble and grateful, awed. Reality is restored. I am returned to my own body, my own mind. The structure offers me a final packet of data, a listing of glyphs enumerated in the language of this inverted monolith. I'll take that. It is the same language spoken by the head at the abandoned camp. Perhaps I am now better equipped to understand it. Alright, that was easy. Just out of curiosity, is there anything else we need to do here? Hey, we learned 100 words. Nice. Okay, nope, we're done. Let's go. And again, thank you guys for sticking with us tonight. It is 12:29 a.m. my time. So we'll be on for a little while longer. We may not get to the staff quest tonight, but we'll get through as much of this reading as possible. And we do have a base here. Probably not during this live stream, but I am really curious as to see what the system or what this planet's Sentinel ship looks like. And whether or not we can even find an S-Class. That is a terrible parking job, by the way. Okay, so where is it? Language. Modules 9, 15.4. Touch the head. That doesn't even sound right. Fifteen and 4. Okay. Translation module defragmented. No, game resumed. That didn't sound right. It said touch the head. Okay. That doesn't sound right. No. Which head are we talking about here? Come on, game. Hello, pre-built entity. Thank you for your assistance. I am rebuilt unit X5W. I have been positioned here to interface with pre-built entities. How did you discover this camp? Let's confront about the hijack. Ah. I see. That was you. The head is silent a moment. When they speak again, they sound almost embarrassed. I apologize, pre-built entity. That was my own error and accident. There are starships out there who are more than metal shells, but not... Okay. Yeah, okay, but not free. Alive. It probably says alive, but not free. Okay. Very interesting. Enslaved to the hive mind. We intend only to liberate the imprisoned. We intend no harm upon independent pilots. I will introduce myself. Fascinating. We do not frequently welcome visitors. It has been 3,984 years since our last. That's a long time. It is interesting to hear your introduction. I am an autophage. We are unlike other electronic life forms you may know. We do not possess the arrogance of the Korvax. Ooh, that was a dig at the Korvax. Your kind is neither less nor more than mine. You simply are. Ask about pre-built entities. You are biological. The growth of your shell was automated, I believe. You did not salvage your own limbs. Your tissue and your sinew grew in parallel with your mind. There are many like you. Most of the universe is pre-built, and pre-built entity X5W stops abruptly, cutting himself off mid-sentence. I can hear their cogitation. Okay. The turning of rusty gears against rusty gears. Something intrigues me, pre-built entity. I made an error with your ship. I do not frequently make errors. I probed for the 3 dominant lifeform patterns. There was no match. The starship appeared unpiloted. What matter of lifeform are you? See, I am a traveler. Traveler, yes. I know this term. I am generating a theory. Tell me, pre-built traveler entity, you possess a starship, therefore this is not the first planet you've seen, correct? Yep. The starship traverses one side of the universe, material, matter, physics. But my theory concerns the other side, the other method of travel. There is something I detect in you. I detect it in your shell. An echo of void. Okay. I theorize you must have existed there, transitionally. You must have entered the portals, yes. Let's confirm. Yes, this aligns. You carry in your shell, as we do. It is evident. You were foretold, the disruptor. The words linger in the air and a moment. Excuse me for 1 second, need to clear my throat. But before I can interject, pre-built unit X5W continues. I extend a challenge, Disruptor, to test. Let us test my theory. I will inform the other autophages of your coming. To perceive them, your scanner will require an extension. I will provide you the schematics, but you must build it with your own hands. Consider this a ritual of introduction. Hey, we finally got the new scanner. So we need to get some more runaway mold. Radiant shards we have. Microprocessor we can make. The runaway mold, I can get that from my other... I can get that from a base, actually. Okay, we can only install part of it because we're missing everything else. So let's see here. Now, I can get the runaway mold from a base, but what we can do is cancel out of that. The microprocessor requires chromatic metal and 1 carbon nanotube. Okay. And there we go. So we can install that, but we're missing runaway mold, so this will probably tell me where to get runaway mold. But if need be, I can simply build a teleporter or head to the space station and head back to one of my other bases. Ah, so I would need a medium or large refiner to do that. Okay. Because I have the pugnium and the atlantidium, excuse me. I could make runaway mold, or hey, Stephen Graves, or excuse me, Stephen Greaves. Sorry about that. Welcome, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks so much for joining us. Good to see you. Okay, let's do this. How much gold do I have? I've got 1,300. Let's see. Yep, we'll do it. The only other option is to try to hunt for another abandoned camp, but we're not going to do that. Yeah, I've only got 45 runaway mold, but again, I've got runaway mold at my other base. Can I make... We should have a ton of pugnium, or is that okay, the pugnium's at my other base too. Dang it. Okay, so we know what we got to do. Base computer, okay, we've already got one. Let's make a small base. If I can put the... There we go. Okay, we'll put the door here. It doesn't have to be fancy. Let's go to free look. Yeah, Gamer Zero, I was thinking about that. Getting either slime or residual goop, one of those two. But rather than do that, all I have to do is build a teleporter. And I can go back to my curiosities base and get runaway mold, because I got plenty of curiosities and plenty of runaway mold there. Okay, 4 and 2. Okay. Okay, we need, let's see, solar panels. Okay, so we need 2 of those. Excuse me. And a bat tray. What do we need? So, magnetized ferrite. Let's see. Exosuit. Let's go. Yeah, Stefan, I was thinking about it, but I'm going to save that for the GTA live stream. You know, reason being is because I've been playing No Man's Sky religiously for the past month to try to get to the DLC content. We finally got it. We finally got here today, so I'm a little late to the game on this. No pun intended. But I'm going to save Grand Theft Auto for... We'll save the Dre contract for the Grand Theft Auto live streams. Are you serious? One more magnetized ferrite? This game is trolling. Yeah, and besides that, Grand Theft Auto does get old after a while. Even though we have a good event week in Grand Theft Auto, it's a good week. I just don't... I'm not in the mood right now. Yeah, Gamer Zero, exactly. GTA gets old. It does. So, we'll save Grand Theft Auto for the GTA live streams. Alright, I think we have enough. I hope. Battery. Alright. Yeah, Game of Zero and Stephen Greaves, yes, you're both right. You know, because I make content, it's my job to make content for Grand Theft Auto, and I think that's one of the reasons why the game's not as fun for me anymore. It still has its moments. What time is it in game, by the way? Okay, it still has its fun moments, but it's the typical same old rinse and repeat. That yeah, it just gets old after a while. You know, the Dre contract is fun, but that's about a 2.5 hour process. So it's not something that I would prefer to do over and over again, especially since I have 3 separate accounts for Grand Theft Auto. You know, it's just like running Kaio all the time. You know, and Cayo Perico is one of my favorite heists to grind, but even Cayo Perico gets old. Alright. Condensed, let's put some oxygen in there. There we go. Okay, let's see if we have enough for a save beacon. 2 more metal plating. Okay. Yeah, Gamer Zero, you're right. It's always good to play something different, or to do something different. Especially in my particular case, because No Man's Sky is a hugely popular game right now. So, it's very important for me to bring content to the channel for a game that I actually enjoy, vice a game that I do for the sake of making content for it. And yeah, Stefan, you're right. You know, you do Dre once, and it's like it's fine, but I think if they would allow us to skip the cutscenes, that will make it easier, because that takes a long time. Some of the missions are overly padded. I think they're longer than they need to be. And I swear, I think Rockstar buffed, I think they buffed either the NPC damaged, or they nerfed the heavy armor, super heavy armor that you put on. So the NPCs are doing a lot more damage than they used to, and it doesn't make any sense. So that kind of takes away the fun, if you ask me. But yeah, you're right. The money, or money, as I like to say, it's really good money. So we'll be doing Dre during the next GTA live stream. Okay, so let's go to Fungal Mold Base. So we just did all of that to get some fungal mold. That's hilarious. Or should I say runaway mold? It's not fungal mold, but you know, you guys know what it is. So once we get the runaway mold, we'll bring as much as we need and just convert the rest. It doesn't matter. And I spawned underneath my house. Okay. Makes sense to me. Might as well mine up all of this. But yeah, I agree with you. It's some good money. Some very good money. Oh yeah, I hear you. I love No Man's Sky. It's been fun. You know, we've been on for about an hour so far, maybe a little longer than an hour, trying to get through this portion of the main story quest, or not the main story quest, but the Echoes quest. It's been a ton of fun. Hey, we got nanites in there. Give me those. I'll take that. Excuse me. Okay, we'll take those. Put this back in the exosuit. Okay, so I think I needed 100... Yep, 100 runaway mold. So, yep, so now that we have that, and we have to make the microprocessor. So what do we need? Of Chromatic metal, 1 carbon nanotube. Gotcha covered. Okay. Done. Boom. Let's go. Okay, I didn't need that after all. We'll put that in the ship. Okay, so we have the scanner installed. Nice. Let's go ahead and process the rest of this runaway mold. Okay, Stefan, no problem, brother. No problem at all. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, runaway mold. And like I said, this Curiosities farm has been an absolute godsend. It has. Nice, so we're done here. Okay, let's go back to our new base. I think that's the right one. We're about to find out. And guys, also, if you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. And I believe we are almost finished with the first portion of this quest. And what we'll do is, once we get this portion out of the way, we'll pick it up again probably tomorrow night. Alright, hit that save beacon. Nice parking job there. Okay, so yeah, we need to take a look and see what class that, if that's an S class, I'm going to freak out. But we will have to do that some other time. Those who returned. Okay, we got that marked. Okay, scanners installed. Okay, so here we go. I hope I didn't build this base on top of somebody's head. Hey! Welcome, pre-built entity. You are the disruptor. Ask about the harmonic camp. Built this camp together. A home constructed, owned, bodies, shelter. Okay. So we understand most of it. The autophage language has a melodic quality to it. The tones are simple and pure, but with a gritty crunch not heard in Korvac's voices. Yeah, I built this base not thinking that there was going to be anybody else here, but hopefully it's not sitting on top of someone's head. Although my translation is imperfect, I grasp the gist of what they're telling me. This camp is autophage constructed, as are their bodies. Okay, so we've talked to him. Anybody else? Okay, did we ship disruptor? Apologize. Error. Ask about the harmonic camp. Is constructed home. Are many like it. Do not blank. Have seen is to see. Okay, so we've got one more autophage to speak to. So there should be one more running around here somewhere. There we go. Then we visited him. I swear, I think we landed on top of the third guy. I don't know. Okay, visited. Visited. Is he in the base? No, he's not in here. Yep, we did. We landed right on top of him. I knew it. He's right there. He's right there. All right, let's talk to him. Hi there. Sorry that I parked my ship on your head, buddy. Hello, Disruptor. Our welcome among. Okay, ask about the Harmonic Camp. This camp is one of many homes, many worlds. These dissonant worlds are dreams in a in a lattice of purple. The constructed life form offers me a handful of Atlantidium. They handle the substance delicately, reverently, as though it were a priceless heirloom. Let's take the Atlantidium. Though these beings seem civil enough, I feel a gulf of understanding between them and myself. I should discuss my discoveries with Priest Entity Nada. Perhaps these robotic people, are known to them. Nice. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's get out of here. I think the base is fine. Okay, let's go land at the space anomaly, and I think that's where we'll call it for tonight. At least we got it started. That is hilarious. The Starship parked right on that dude's head. Okay, let's move in the direction of the space station. Okay, now let's call up the space anomaly. There we go. And what we'll do is call the stream here. It's close to 1 a.m. my time, so I'm going to go grab a quick shower, grab a bite to eat, and get ready for tomorrow. All right, and this is where we'll pick it up tomorrow. Okay, excuse me. Okay, and with that being said, we'll finish this up tomorrow night, hopefully at the same time. GTA 5 Online will be live streamed at the usual time, which will probably be either 1 or 2 p.m. my time here, Japan Standard Time. So anyone who's into Grand Theft Auto Online, I hope to see you there. And we will definitely return to No Man's Sky, because this has been a ton of fun getting through this Echo's storied quest. I love it because it's something different, and most of all, I can't wait to start farming those new multi-tools, Atlas multi-tools as they're called. So that's going to be a ton of fun as well. So, but Gamer Zero, thank you for being here. Good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping in. Excuse me, Stephen Greaves, thank you so much for being here. Let's get those shout-outs out of the way. And Anamorphic Endospore, thank you so much for being here. It was good to see you today. Thank you so much for stopping in. And Welsh Boy UK 76, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. And everyone else out there, if you're watching the VOD after the fact, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us. Much appreciated. And that's pretty much it. This live stream is a wrap. I'm an Oddman 105, aka the Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you guys for joining us this evening for a little bit of laid-back Friday night, chill and relaxed No Man's Sky. And we'll do this again tomorrow night. So I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. Please stay safe, and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there. I'll see you all next time. Everyone, stay safe, take care, have a good day or good night, and God bless to each and every one of you. I'll see you all next time.